So, another day, another adventure. Here I am kayaking down a river through the mangrove jungle here in Kayaking. It's like I've got the place to myself. It's very peaceful. It's a little hot, but I've got plenty of sunscreen on. It's my one-man kayak. Well, actually, I think it's a two-person kayak. Somebody could be sitting up front. But since I'm on my own, I'm sitting here at the back. So I've got it for a day. It's going to take me about 30 minutes to get down the river, and then I go out into the ocean, and I can go out into the ocean for a little bit. Maybe head to the mainland of Cambodia. No, I'll just paddle around a bit in the ocean, and then I'll come back. But I've got it all day. It's about 11 o'clock now, so I can definitely take my time. Supposedly there's places to stop for a lunch, some lunch and a beer downstream. But it's really, really lovely. I'm paddling one-handed now so I can hold the camera. That's how adept I am at multitasking. What can I say? There's like a little beach area here. Yeah, these mangrove trees are quite something. You can see the roots, just incredible. And this is kind of like an eco system area where it's protected, I believe. And so there's a lot of wildlife out in the jungle here. You can certainly hear lots of birds and insects. I haven't seen anything yet, but hopefully I will. It's probably like anything, when you go out into nature, there's more going on at night time. You don't necessarily see a great deal during the day. This is the first time I've been in a kayak, I think, since I was a teenager. And I think I seem to remember maybe in the Boy Scouts, I must have been in a kayak at some point. And I think at school we went to some kind of outdoor adventure weekend, and I'm sure we were in kayaks then. I remember abseiling and rock climbing, but I think we may have been in kayaks. So. I mean, this is pretty straightforward. It's not like it's whitewater kayaking. And the water's very shallow. I mean, I could actually walk in this most of the way, it seems. Maybe it gets deeper in certain areas. For some reason I'm thinking about the movie Deliverance, which is possibly not a good thing to be thinking about right now, because it is very there's a lot of solitude here. But I don't think these are the equivalent of inbred banjo players in Cambodia. I think I'll be okay. I don't think I'll be tied to a mango tree and made to squeal like a stuck pig. Let's hope not, anyway. It's nice because you can kind of like, I'm out in the sunshine right now, but just a little bit of paddling and then it's nice and shady. Of course I'm going extremely slow because I'm just paddling with one hand so I can get the video. If this was a race, I would be losing very, very badly. I think you can also, so it costs $10 to rent this for the day, and then it was $2 to enter, which is really reasonable. but I think you can just pay $2 and then walk the length of this river. And I think that they have guides too that can tell you about the nature, the mango tree, the mangrove trees, and the wildlife that's around here. But I chose to take the kayak because I thought that might be more fun. That's really lovely. Very, very peaceful. I think I'm going to go under this this tree and get some shade for a bit. There we go. I'm better off using my right hand to paddle. Oh yeah, nice and shady here. Alright, more later. Alright, so now I'm at the mouth of the river. I've paddled all the way down, and this is where the ocean appears. The problem is, it's extremely shallow right up until where the ocean really starts. So you can see my blue canoe maybe off in the distance there, so I've just walked out this far. But this is all really shallow with sandbars everywhere. But there's the ocean, there's the open ocean. So I think this is as far as I'm going to go. I don't particularly have the desire to make for mainland Cambodia or anything. I'm just going to hang out here, have a bit of a swim in the very shallow water and then head on back. But I've got the entire place to myself. I've got like a little spot over there under the shade of the mangrove tree. So that's where my bag is, and that's where I can kind of sit and contemplate life for what that's worth. And then I'll just head on back. So right now I'm on I guess like the northeast of the island. It took about 20 minutes, 25 minutes on the scooter to get to the spot where I picked up the kayak, and it's taken me about half an hour to paddle all the way down to here. I took it very easy, of course. I also stopped and had some lunch on the way. There's like a little cafe, so I just parked the canoe and grabbed something to eat. It looks lovely, and I haven't seen a soul. Well, actually, when I was paddling down the river, I did see some people that were doing the walk, because you can either walk or take the canoe. So there were a few people doing that, but I was the only one with a canoe out there that I've seen. Not bad for $10. You can have it for the day. I'm not going to keep it for the day. I'll maybe keep it for another hour or so and then head on back. But you can see over there the kind of a mountainous region. Not particularly large mountains, but pretty high altitude. And over here too, of course, and this is all jungle. It's all very remote. Little pier sticking out there. Might be a building. Again, I'm not seeing anybody. I don't know if anybody really lives out here. Yeah, I'll walk back towards the canoe. That's the thing with solo travel. You've got to be completely okay with having total solitude frequently, depending on where you go and your willingness to meet people and chat to people, which usually I do. I'm pretty friendly, but I'm also okay in this kind of scenario where I haven't spoken to a soul in 2 hours or so. It's perfectly okay for me. I realise it's not for everybody. The good thing is once you get out into the ocean, there's a nice breeze and it's much cooler. Paddling down the river, it was very hot. I did see some large fish in the water. They would like bob up occasionally and you'd see their fins. Pretty large. They kind of look like bass, or maybe they were barracuda. I don't really know what they were, because I guess you could say the water is, what's the term, brackish. A little mix of fresh and seawater. I didn't see any other wildlife. I saw some birds flying around, but not much else. Still very beautiful though. The mangroves are gorgeous with their huge roots stretching into the earth, into the sand. There's my canoe. I could fake my own death right now, like that bloke from Grimsby. Just like toss my life jacket into the water and then just disappear into the jungle, never to be seen again. But I don't think I'll do that. Not yet, anyway. So there's my canoe. I just parked on the sandbank and I'm hanging out over here in the shade. It is very, very hot. But like I said, there's a nice breeze out here, so it's bearable. It's still nice to be in the shade though. So that's where the river goes. That's where I have to head back to take the canoe back, if I choose to do so. You never know. Here's my little spot in the shade with my bag. Yeah, it's really, really beautiful. And you can see these mangroves, how dense it is. There's absolutely no way you'd be able to get through there. Even if you wanted to. Alright, oh, looks like my canoe's drifting away. Let me go get it. Talk to you soon. Okay, so I'm actually out of the canoe and I'm pulling it along and wading through the water. I'm at chest height. I thought I'd do this for a while because the water's nice and cool and I can just walk in this river because it's just about shallow enough. I'm also recreating the scene from Apocalypse Now. I have to be very, very quiet. I'm actually going up the river in search of the rogue Colonel Kurtz, who is hiding out in a compound somewhere. Of course, I could be Colonel Kurtz with my current hairstyle, but for now, I'm pretending that I'm Martin Sheen. I have to be very, very quiet because there could be Viet Cong on either side of me, on either bank, waiting to pounce. So I've got to be very, very quiet, very careful. So you can see I'm pulling the canoe along. I'm just really, really taking my time. Everything seems to be okay. I don't hear any Viet Cong. But they're very stealthy. They could be anywhere. The dangerous part is when you come around a bend like this, because they could be laying on wait on the other side. They're machine guns. I really wouldn't stand a chance. I'm sort of out here in the middle of the river, kind of exposed. Looks like we're doing okay. I think I'll be fine. Can't be much further. Okay, I'm going to go now and be alone with my very, very sad fantasy life.